Welcome back, Famous and Lovers. We have a very special guest for you here today. You might know him from 13 Reasons Why, or a show called Scream, or a little show called Famous in Love. Stick with us.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This song's cute.
Welcome back, Famous and Lovers. I am your host, Amber Plaster. No, you are not colorblind. Yes, my hair is green. Shout out to the Sally Hirschberger Salon in LA for doing this to my hair. And if you guys are listening to the podcast, thank you for listening to the podcast. Please give us 5 stars on iTunes. And if you want to see what my hair looks like in real life, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Amber Plaster. And I'm joined with my lovely co-host and one very special guest. Where can we find you guys on the internets?
What's going on, everybody? I'm Olivia Gabaree. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, @real_O_G.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel, and check out my blog, sextingandthecity.com.
And we are joined with our very special guest from Famous in Love, actor Tom Maden.
Hey, what up?
Who plays Adam on the show.
Yeah, I do that.
Thank you for joining us. Where can we find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me on the gram at TomTomBoomBoom. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I just wanted that one. I wish I had that one. I like that one.
Let's switch screen names.
It's a good one.
Screen names.
You can find me at @mad_EN_love. So
Awesome.
Mad in Love, yeah.
Very cool.
Your name's cooler. I like that name better than mine.
Dang. No, I like Kiki
Kiki
Boom
Boom
Boom.
You can hack each other's IGs.
Let's just switch accounts.
Let's do it.
So we're going to kind of review episode 7, then we're going to do a little Q&A with Tom in the middle, then we're going to cover episode 8. So if you guys are watching live and want to tweet any questions for us, and you have any questions for Tom, I will make sure to drop them in as well. And as always, you can watch the replay on AfterBuzz TV's YouTube channel. So let's cover episode 7, and let's start off with Paige and kind of where we left off with her. For some reason, and I did say this before, that we weren't going to cover her being in college again because it seemed irrelevant.
Gosh.
But she's still in college and she's struggling with her professor.
I mean, she was late and she still knew the answer to the question, and then the professor just wouldn't call on her. At least she's trying.
I will say that. I was the episodes before, I know we were all super annoyed that she was going to school and doing her homework and we're take a semester off. But I was actually proud of her that she was trying. Then I was upset at her teacher. I'm like, dang, she's actually trying to do her work and she's on a movie. Give her some credit.
Maybe the teacher's just jealous that she's on a movie and doesn't want to give her a chance.
Apparently, a lot of people are jealous she's on a movie.
Ooh.
Shade.
But listen, I've been supporting Paige in school from day one, just for the record.
When?
We're anti-school.
When did you say that?
Since last episode, I was like, "You go, girl," and
Oh yeah, you did.
and
say
she's
that.
going. She's going.
She's going, girl.
I am proud of her though. I'm like, okay, at least she's trying because I know it's super hard and she's studying on set and she's trying to do her lines and she's at least showing up to class. So kudos to Paige.
That professor was not very nice. I kind of enjoyed how deliciously witchy she was being to Paige. A whole lot.
She was mad rude. I'm like, you're rude.
Mad rude is right.
Mad rude. Tight.
Mad rude.
I do like that we get to see at the very end of episode 7, Paige sort of barters for her grade.
Yeah.
In an unusual way. That's kind of
But
nice
you
to
see, I feel that's where you one up. You see, you use the teacher's material to get what you want from the teacher. It's like a little reverse psychology.
She's been in Hollywood's paying off a little bit because she got her little skills going on in there. But I was proud to see her at least do something. Because I feel like in the past episodes, I felt like people were walking all over Paige a little bit and it was hard for her to stick up for herself. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in this episode, she stood up for herself in a few instances. So I liked seeing Paige speak up. So I liked her bargaining with her teacher.
Yeah, I liked seeing her use something other than her pout to get what she wanted.
Or biting her bottom lip.
Or biting her bottom lip.
Agreed. I also enjoyed a cameo from The Bachelor in this episode. We got to see Ben and Lauren visit Paige on set, which...
That was some awkward acting. Just gonna go ahead and say it now.
I will say, though, they're just awkward people in general.
Okay, do you guys watch The Bachelor?
Oh, yeah. And I was on the panel for Ben and Lauren's Happily Ever After show. And how he said, like, oh, I read all the books. That is how Ben would just talk. Like, that's kind of just who Ben is. But then on top of that, probably throwing him into the acting world made it just, like, a little bit more awkward. I do think it's sweet, though, because they're both on Freeform, so it's like, oh,
shout out to Freeform.
collab.
The Bachelor's on Freeform?
No, their after show is.
Oh.
Yeah, so now they're doing this thing for Freeform where all of, I guess, just different couples and now just contestants are having like happily ever after specials. So right now it's the twins, and yeah, so somehow The Bachelor has made its way to Freeform.
How is that? Is that like
children.
PG-13?
Oh no, it's like G. Like their whole season was just like, I want to get married. Oh, but now I don't. But now I do. But now I don't. And I haven't watched the twin season.
The Bachelor made it to the children. That's crazy.
Oh no.
Are you saying you haven't watched?
No, you know, it's missed me. Just a
Well,
little bit.
now you know.
Also, I have one question. Couldn't Paige just take the semester off?
That's what
That
we've
is
been asking.
what I've said every episode. Take the semester off, Paige. Why are you still in school?
Take a gap year. Hashtag take a gap year.
It's hard, dude. It's hard. Like shooting something and doing school would be way too much.
I mean, I believe
Especially
it.
as a lead.
Yeah, as a lead and like
You're on set every day.
and not having been an actor, and that's crazy.
It's brand new.
I have a hard enough time going to school and not being an actor, so I can't imagine what it's like being an actor and going to school.
We've been asking this question since episode 1. Like, can she just take the semester off? Like, do a
well,
gap year?
well, she's dramatic.
This is true.
Very
Paige
true.
is.
That's-
Lucky for her, because now she has a job.
Yeah, being dramatic.
Yeah.
Paige.
Suits her well.
I wish she would take the semester off, but I guess I was happy to see her trying. I was like, you go, girl, try. But your teacher's
I mean, I
still
think
not
it
feeling
just
you.
goes to show if you put your all into something
Yeah.
and you just will it into your life, it will come through for you.
That's what's up.
So, she wrote that paper, and she got herself an A, so you
She
go, girl.
She bribed her teacher and it worked.
Maybe if your name is Paige, maybe not if your name is Cassandra, though.
That is all.
Oh, I've got
Too soon.
thoughts.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk about your girl like that.
No, I mean, Slayer, just lay her out. You know?
Comfort, Sandra.
Yeah, Cassandra has a rough
I
episode.
have all the thoughts about Cassandra.
Let's talk about
Oh my-
Cassandra.
Let's hear
Since
them.
episode 1.
Can you stop, Cassandra? I'm sorry, but Paige was so nice to offer you this job. She's not saying, hey, like, I really need help, be my assistant. She's saying, hey, do you want to get free money? Do you want to basically never work but, like, hang out with me sometimes and not have to be a topless maid? And she's like, I don't want to see you live my dream. And then they have this huge fight where for some reason, Paige is the one that's apologizing when Cassandra was the one that said all the mean things. And Cassandra's the one that won't even talk to Paige. I can't. I really can't with her.
Listen, I think that it was nice of Paige to offer that to Cassandra, but I do understand where she's coming from. But although this is the first time she really expressed being upset about it throughout the entire season so far.
Right.
So
I understand where Cassie's coming from, Cassandra's coming from, but I also feel like if you're a confident person and you're not insecure and your friend is basically offering to help you, yes, this was your dream, but right now at this moment it's not your turn, but you have someone in that position. I guess I'm just different where I would look at it like, okay, my friend's in this position. I do want to be an actor. How can I use this to my ability? I'm going to get on that set. I'm sleeping with Adam, the PA. Like,
Yo, who hooks it up?
who hooks it up? Like, let's get on set. Let's network. You know what I'm saying? But I guess everyone is just so different, and because this is her dream and she's not as confident, I feel the same thing for Jake. Jake and Cassie, they feel like the victims, but I'm like, she's just trying to help you guys.
Yeah, but like, okay, here's the thing. Cassandra's like, it's my dream. You literally went to an open call together. Like, anyone could have gotten that, and then you would have been upset if they got it. Like, be happy for your friend. That's all it comes down to is being happy. I mean, you're in Los Angeles. All of you want to be in the entertainment industry. So are you saying if you were a writer and then you wouldn't want to watch Jake like sell his script?
Right.
It's just, come on, Cassandra, get it together and stop disappearing and pouting with Adam. Like,
I gotta say, I'm
I mean,
Team Paige on this episode. She
that-
actually stood up for herself. And Adam knows more than Paige does at this point. in this episode.
Yeah.
Adam knew.
She only talks to Adam.
I know. Adam hooks it up. Like I said, he gives her a bed to sleep in,
Word.
an ear to listen to all her blabbing. Like,
He holds
Does
her
she
are
secret.
you
clean-
kidding me?
Does she clean your place?
He's a good guy.
No.
Damn.
No, that's what I'm
We
saying.
gotta
out
talk
of
to
it.
Cassandra. Cassandra, what's
That's
going
what I'm
on?
saying. Like,
They're only boobs.
like I every time I would read about Adam, I was like, man, I'm like the perfect guy in this show. I
He's
just
real understanding.
zero drama.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
I work, I bring snacks home, I listen to her problems,
You keep secrets for her.
I keep secrets for her, I give her a safe space.
You're
This
the
is true.
ideal.
Like
Good
you
guy.
know, where's the chink in my armor?
No, the
Doesn't
show is
exist.
too dark to have a character that good. What's next,
What's next?
Adam? What's next?
Adam's
What are
just,
you not telling us?
Adam's
all
just
right.
keeping-
We'll get back to Rainer. Okay, so we'll get to Adam. Rainer is giving the new Chinese actress who replaces Tanji, Faye, a tour of the studio lot, just like he gave Paige.
Petty.
He's a hoe for show.
He's
No,
also
I think
being a
he's
little
doing it on
wuss.
purpose.
He's such a
doing it on
baby. I
purpose.
can't.
What do you mean he's doing it on
such a
purpose?
baby.
I think that he is purposely ignoring Paige and showing this other girl around, so Paige will get mad and run to him and be like, "Why are you ignoring me?" Just like she did. Duh.
But you know what I like though? I am Team Paige this episode because I feel like in different instances she was able to speak up for herself. And I like that she told Raina, like, the first time I tell you no, this is what you do.
Oh, 100%.
Like, grow up. These are my friends. And remember when he booked that ticket for Vegas? I'm like, bro, what if Cassie got killed? You like
Yeah.
can't get a refund on your tickets. Like, don't pre-book tickets. I just get nervous about things like this. Like, don't tell me you're booking tickets to Vegas. What if my friend gets killed and you're gonna be mad at me because I couldn't go to Vegas? I can't. Sorry.
I just
Rainer.
I couldn't with him this episode just because of how like annoying he was being. The way he was acting is how someone would have
Renee is
acted
such a
if they
hater.
okay, because in this episode, two characters really bothered me. Cassandra and Rainer.
Let us know, Renee. Bring us home. Take us to church.
Okay, how about, I don't know, like when you're an adult and you're pouting about something, how about just communicate with each other rather than be like, I'm just like not gonna go to rehearsal. I'm gonna do push-ups in my empty house because my best friend's mom robbed me. Like, why?
I kind of side with Rainer on this because she was ignoring him,
Yes.
but he's ignoring her in a professional setting, not in a personal setting. That's what I have a problem with.
Right.
What do you mean she was ignoring him?
He was letting her know that he was interested in her.
And she was rejecting him over and
fair
over
to
again.
say. She wasn't
so that's
ignoring
not
him.
okay for
That's
a woman
true.
to not be interested.
No,
and
that's
then,
not true. Yeah.
Take it. I think it goes back to take a hint.
Yeah. I think with
Read the room.
I think with Rainer, like Rainer has been in this situation his whole life. He's probably always got his way with everything. And I think for the first time, here's a girl on set, and he's probably approached every actress on set. He's probably slept with every girl. This is the first girl where he hits on her and she's like, "No, I'm good. Like, I'm a new actress. I want to learn. You're cute, but move back a little bit." And I think because he's always gotten his way, that's why he had such like a baby fit and was ignoring her on set, which was so immature.
It was very unattractive. We do have people in the chat saying it's funny how Adam is a better boyfriend than Jake or Rainer.
Ooh.
Oh,
He is. Yeah, he
Jake
is.
was number 3.
So you agree?
100%. I honestly, I'll tell you, like, I think Adam's the best person on the whole show.
Adam is the best.
And I'm not, it's not because it's me. I swear to God, it's not because it's me. I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just because, like, he's just the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Adam's chill. Like
And
Adam's
also,
someone you want to go out with.
I'll just say this. He's the only guy with facial hair, too. There's something to it.
That's
I'm telling
true.
you.
That's true.
I'm telling you. He's more adult.
Not even
He's a
Rainer's
grown-
dad.
He's more mature.
It's a grown man.
He's a grown man. He's got a job. You know, he cares about his woman.
Yeah.
Own
He's
place.
keeping an even keel.
He's helpful.
He knows what he wants.
He listens.
What?
He li-
I see what you did there.
I see what you did there. That's cute. I'm like, oh no.
Oh my goodness. I did like seeing Rainer try to do his own stunts though. That was pretty hilarious to see him kind of give his
I thought he broke his
father
neck.
a little bit of a heart attack. If he really fell at that moment,
like,
I would have been
Jesus.
like, you guys, that was such a fake fall.
I thought he really broke his neck. I was like, oh my god. Rain is dead. I don't know. I keep going to people who
Everyone
dying. I'm
dies
sorry.
in your mind.
In my
Always
mind,
going to the
everyone's
dark
dying.
place.
That would be.
Everyone's died.
Kia forgets that this is not HBO,
Freeform.
that it is Freeform.
I'm like on an HBO plane right now. I'm like, someone died.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. No, it was cool to see him do his own stunts.
Yeah.
It's like I like Rainer, but then I don't like Rainer. It's
know.
weird.
I know. They keep doing it to me. I
I
know.
don't know. It's like a love
This
hate thing.
episode,
Not
he was
very
just
Team Rainer on this episode. Then we find out that Brandy has stolen all of Rainer's stuff and
She's just
still here making problems for everyone. And we also find out that Jordan finds out that Nina fired Tangi.
no good Nina.
No
as
good
I called
Nina.
her last week.
That's her nickname we have for her.
No good Nina.
No good Nina.
Yeah, but was that really in her control to begin with? Because,
Firing Tangi?
yeah.
Yeah, I think she set that whole thing up. Like that whole
But it's still not
China thing.
confirmed if it's...
I like to believe that she chose
She
an
didn't have
easy
to.
route. I
Yeah,
don't think
she
that
didn't
she
have
really
to.
meant to, but I think she could have
She
worked
gave
harder
in.
to stop it.
She gave
Yeah.
in pretty quick.
Yeah,
She
but
did.
now she's willing to spend the extra money for the alternative.
Only because her mother
has
threatened
to.
her.
I thought the solution she came up with was very diplomatic.
Yeah.
Coming up with a Chinese and a U.S. release.
Oh, who, by the
she
way,
didn't come up with that.
Chinese actress is Brienne. She was on Scream as well.
Oh, very cool. Small
Hey,
world.
Brienne.
Yeah. She died.
No. Oh, wait. Actually,
Scream?
I mean, yes.
There it is. That was for you.
Yes, I have to watch Scream now.
You
Everyone's
see,
dying.
Tom comes on the show. He brings you death.
I'm just happy.
We have everything that we need now.
It's perfect. Not only is your character
have what we
perfect, you're perfect.
Oh.
You're gonna have to come back for another episode.
Just saying.
Okay, I'll take it.
Here, what we also found out about this scenario is that Rainer knew about Jordan's personal problems. He knew about
Oh yeah.
he
Like
knew
his
about
mom?
Jordan's mom.
Well, I'd assume so because I mean, from what I've gathered, that Nina took him in at some point.
Yeah.
Therefore, of course, I think he would know because we don't know if that wasn't the case. We don't really know who raised Jordan.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's Nina because it seems like I think that they mentioned
Ew.
in earlier
That's another
episodes
That'd be
that
really
That's
weird.
another layer
That's
of gross.
so gross.
Yeah, but I think that's where they're going with
that's
it.
where it
That's some
manifested.
Oedipus.
Yeah.
Oedipus stuff.
Yeah, but he said, you're like my brother, which
Yeah.
is like quite literal because they were.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
they've been in the same places. Now I'm saying,
Mm.
but
How
Straight
do
out
you
the
think that
womb.
got started, by the way? Like, where do you think that
That's why I
happened?
went like,
originally?
what age was it that Nina was like?
Yeah.
I need to
Jordan
know how that
looks
got started.
great.
Was that Woody Allen who married his adopted daughter?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
When she was like
similar.
a teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like 100.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
And we
still
all
married
continue to watch his movies.
Yeah, they're
like
still
it's not a
married.
problem at
though.
all.
Yeah,
It's-
and they're still married.
What?
Yeah.
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 Woody Allen.
He like
married-
divorced his wife and
For
then
their-
married.
to
Wasn't it
marry
like-
her
and his-
daughter.
His like, I think, yeah, she's like
Wasn't
Chinese.
it Mia
I think.
Farrow?
Mia
I think-
Farrow was his
Yeah.
They
wife,
were
who was a
married.
movie star, and then he
And they adopted his
he
daughter.
talked
Was she a
bad about Mia
baby?
Farrow forever until Mia Farrow like basically didn't work again,
Yeah, that is
and then
true.
married her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yep.
Woody Allen.
Wow.
Quite
So whenever you go on a date with
world.
someone and they say they love Woody Allen films,
Oh.
you have questions for them now.
Yeah.
You're like, word? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's fact. I learned something new.
Yeah, life's
today.
stranger than
Yeah.
fiction.
But that is true. Like, I wonder, like, where Nina was like, Jordan looks good. Like, what age? Because she's raising him. So when do you say, like, he's sexy?
It's a whole problem.
I bet it was under the age of 18,
I'm sure.
but
Probably.
hopefully not like that much. Maybe like I don't know.
No.
We'll have to
All right.
see.
So at the end of episode 7, we do find out that Cassandra is still cleaning topless, which could she not get? Is this your doing? What happened?
Adam, what's good?
Amber, they're
Adam.
just boobs. They're just boobs.
Like, right. They're just
Whoa.
boobs. Like Cassandra.
Which is
girl.
really. Do you guys remember driving past the Oakwood, which is in Burbank? It used to be a big
Smoke good at
apartment
the
complex.
Oakwoods.
There was a van
Topless
that
maids.
was parked there forever. Topless maids,
Yeah.
$99 an hour, bright pink van. It was
It's
there
parked
They're
outside of a-
everywhere.
They're outside of a McDonald's also.
They're in Hollywood,
Here in North
too.
Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah, that was like their original location though.
That's great.
It was gross.
Maybe they kept it because the Oakwood. For those of you guys listening on the podcast, the Oakwood is kind of where young actors
Lot of
and
young
new
actors.
actors from
Other
the
places.
Midwest will come
Yeah.
for what used to be pilot season, and they would stay in the Oakwood for a few weeks and
Or months.
or months
Oh,
and
wow.
try to get an agent,
Yeah.
and so that would be parked right outside where all the newbies would be.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're,
yeah, yeah.
they're
It's in
smart.
It's in a Drake song.
weird.
They're
you know?
smart.
It's
What?
weird.
When you
What drinks?
smoke good at the Oakwoods.
No
Oh, the
kidding.
Oakwoods
I
is.
stay there.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Did
Yeah,
you hang out with
a
Jake
lot of people
and order
Yeah.
topless maids?
That's what
Those
they
topless
do.
maids, they're very smart.
For
They're
study
like, we're gonna
parties.
park outside. Oh, the newbies are.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, we're in LA. They have topless maids.
I'm not
place
prostituting.
is
I can just show
awesome.
my boobs cleaning. It's just boobs.
Look, I respect anybody's hustle. I just want to say.
But she could work at the Chipotle.
This
That'd
is
be
also
chill.
very
That'd
true.
be
Or she
very
could
chill.
work at the pizza place where she's telling everybody she works, but she doesn't work.
Or
I
get a
know.
serving job so then you can make good tips.
Or
I
job
just,
on
she still
campus.
makes good tips.
She was
But at
so
what cost?
upset.
Playing
You
devil's
tips.
advocate
Just leave
here.
that one on.
I was-
Let that one.
I was gonna go there, but it's Freeform.
Walk
So
along the way.
I'm not gonna go there.
Guys, she was so embarrassed and felt
Yeah.
so terrible when one of her friends found out she was doing this and didn't like that she was doing this and then goes right back to
It's her pride.
Well, your character brings up in the show, like, he's like, have you told Paige why the real reason is? So what do you think that Cassie's reasoning is for not wanting to accept a perfectly good job?
Yeah.
Because I was flustered as this for a
And
viewer.
going into a very I mean, I would say she definitely I would say has a problem between what she wants and what she sees for herself and what reality is and marrying the two. Meaning I think things crash really hard for her. Yes, it's her dream. Sure, but as you were saying, if you go out on one open casting call, that's not, you haven't even started that process.
Right.
And you got to earn that for years and years and years. And so if her friend somehow makes this huge leap and that crushes her soul and she goes into being this thing that she really hates, I would say she doesn't have a very good coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And so she just
That's true.
self-destructs. She just wants to torture herself. She wants to feel this. She wants to feel like complete crap because her best friend is living the life that she wants, but she doesn't get to have it. So not only does she not get to have that, she gets to have the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
but at least she has Adam.
Yeah. For now.
Well, she said
Yeah.
she spoke about her flexible schedule and how she can do this and still go to school at the same time. You could also just drive Lyft.
That is also true.
You could do Postmates.
Well, what kind of car does she drive? Did they ever show that?
I don't know, but they give cars now to drive Lyft.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
It's like a pro. Well, I mean, you have to still pay for
You have to
it.
Yeah.
hit a certain amount of rides and you get the rental car for free.
It's not just
Like, it's oh, they give you a free car and
Priuses.
you quit. No,
Priuses
that's,
everywhere.
Also, Jake has a brand new Jeep. Just saying,
oh yeah, that is true.
a brand
Jeeps.
2017,
Jeeps are so expensive. Yeah. Unnecessarily.
or he has a Jeep or a Land Rover, or something beautiful. And I
He
was
has
like,
an expensive car.
Yeah, like a rider. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
oh, maybe his parents do. Anyway, we have some questions for Tom
Uh-oh.
from the chat.
Uh-oh.
If you're ready for it, let me give you some Q&A.
Throw it
Okay.
my way.
So, what was the audition process like for Famous in Love for you?
Super easy. I knew the casting directors, walked in. It was cool. The casting office is 0.2 of a mile from my house. So I walked there, walked in, did a little thing, had a good time. The scene that I went out for was the one where I take Paige through the studio and I say this is the wardrobe guy and this is the makeup guy and this is it. So that was that. And it was super easy. Just one time. One time for your mind.
Off tape?
Yeah.
One time,
Dang.
That's how I booked Scream, too.
For those of you who don't know acting processes, it's very rare to book off tape and
Yeah.
not go to producers and the network and everything. So
Yeah.
congrats.
The-
That's awesome.
I think the tape, made its rounds.
Sure.
But yeah, no, just the one time.
yeah.
One time, Tom.
Wow.
Yeah.
One time, Tom.
What is
Boom,
the...
boom.
Let's see. They asked, what is the most fun or challenging role you've ever played?
What's the most fun? Jake from Scream was a lot of fun. I get to play a lot of fun characters. That's something that I actually do take pride in. I loved Jake because the writers loved Jake, and so they gave me the most ridiculous lines. The most ridiculous lines. My truck was called the Behemoth, so I always talked about the Behemoth. I didn't say it like that.
Wait, give
They
us a
wouldn't.
line. Give us a ridiculous line.
So my other roles, I don't remember any lines. You have to watch
That's okay.
it.
That's okay.
damn.
We'll have to
I
watch
know,
it.
I know, right?
Wait
Like,
for the delivery.
I know, what a bummer.
some
Like, what a
lines.
bummer I am. No, I don't remember. But I got to, actually, I just did a Lifetime movie last year called Killer Coach, and I was like this swim coach who
Killing people?
actually never killed anybody.
Gotta love Lifetime. Man.
But I was super obsessed with this one girl, and like, you know, like I followed her around.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I was like
That
her swim
sounds like
coach.
Lifetime
Yeah,
to
and I was
me.
like, you know, always like in the background. Like,
There was a movie like 10 years ago called like Swim Fan.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the opposite of that had like a
Oh,
kind
I
of a
saw
cult
that.
She was like obsessed. the
She
girl,
was
right?
obsessed
She
with
was
like the
crazy.
coach, I think.
yeah.
No. She was obsessed with another swimmer who had a girlfriend. And then she had to like take care of the problem in crazy ways.
She was insane.
Oh, I got a line for you. It came to me like an epiphany. So there's this one part where I get stabbed, and I'm like bleeding out, and then my girlfriend, Brooke, actress Carlson Young, shout out. She actually just got married a couple weeks ago. So I'm like bleeding out and dying, and she's like, "Oh my God, no!" And now I look at her and I'm like, "You weep for the Jake." I always refer to myself as the Jake.
The Jake.
The Jake.
Oh, yeah.
And you weep.
You weep for the Jake.
Wow.
You do. Everyone
God.
does.
That was
Everyone
I feel like I
weeps
can
for
already
the
tell the
Jake.
type
Even
of
if they don't
character.
want to, they
You weep
always
for
come
it.
around.
What is your dream project? Like, what kind of genre would you like to work on next?
The old genre. That's a good question. Actually, I'm in the middle of the night of. Well, I'm on the last episode. HBO. You guys see that?
I was on the after show for that.
That's
it's
a real
so
show.
good.
That's a
Oh
good
my
show.
gosh.
Real show.
So good.
So good. But I gotta say the writing on that is absolutely incredible. So the answer is anything with amazing writing, but I would say that, but really True Detective, season 1. Not season
Right.
2. That's not even True Detective. No, just that kind of stuff. Breaking Bad, Deadwood, a lot of HBO stuff, but like the darker, but things that, if it's really good writing, it's dramatic and it's dark, but it has that humor in it. It
Like
has
Breaking Bad.
Like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is actually a hilarious show. If you go back and watch it again and you realize how much Walt suffers and how people disrespect him, even though he has all this pride and ego, they just constantly like chop him down.
Yeah.
Which is the key.
I feel like there's also one like laugh out loud moment per like very serious, stressful
Oh
episode
yeah.
in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah. And
It's
it's
the writers'
it's so hard to do that without being just totally campy.
Yeah.
You have to go earn that laugh, and if you do, it's
Yeah.
money.
Agreed.
What more? Give me more.
One more. Are there any other new projects we can set our DVRs for? We got Killer Coach coming up on Lifetime. Do you know when that airs?
Oh, that already came out.
Okay.
It's
Well,
already,
Now
it's
I'm
already done.
curious. I'm like, I want to see you be a creepy.
Yeah.
swimmer.
Yeah,
Coach
yeah.
in the background.
You find out like halfway through, like I don't swim anymore. I used to be like a competitive swim coach, and I don't anymore because I said I got hurt in like a baseball accident.
But you
it
didn't.
turned out I like cut my own Achilles
My
Oh
God.
my
for a girl.
God.
That's
Totally normal.
insane.
I know, right?
Cool dude. Probably like same as Adam the PA, like very similar characters for you.
They're like close.
Yeah.
But I always like that. I always take that's something that I always try to do. Like if I'm doing like something humorous, then I do something dark. I mean, I don't really pick when I do it, but I always like that I have a span going. I don't have just like one thing that I'm always on. But yeah, no, in answer, I would say there's a show that I just finished on, it's going to come out on YouTube Red. It's called Lifeline.
Oh, cool.
The Rocks production company is making it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it funny?
No, it's kind of funny, but it's more like sci-fi, like semi-post-futuristic. It's cool. It'll be good.
Nice.
Do you know when that airs?
No, I mean, no. This fall.
This fall.
This fall.
Rad. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Exciting.
Shall we dive back into episode 8? Crazy
Yes.
Scripted Love?
Thing.
Thank you for letting me harass you with
Is
all
there
these
any?
questions.
Is there any more? Was there one weird question in there? I feel like there's always somebody asked some like goofy random.
I
question.
have other questions.
Yeah, like one like weird like off the cuff. Like wow, what were they thinking? No judgment, just like
I have only good questions, and I'm going to ask you only a good question now.
Yeah, of
What
course.
was your hardest role to play?
what was my hardest role to play? That's a good question.
Or maybe better to say most challenging.
What was the most challenging role I ever had? They're all equally challenging. It's such a cop-out, but they're all equally challenging. Just because, I don't know, you give as much as you can. You always try to throw in as much as you can. And that's the challenge, is just putting in the time and figuring things out. I'll just say kill it, coach.
Yeah, I was gonna say you took a serial killer naturally. That was easy for you. You just
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's easy every day.
Nah. That was weird.
He just like idles at stalker. That's like the vibe that I get from you.
Yeah,
it's not
very...
totally warm and open, just like very intense. Yeah. Wow. Totally.
I wish you hadn't asked that question. I didn't want to hear that feedback.
Here it was. He asked for it, and he got it.
Oh, God.
Okay, episode 8. Alexis has to deliver some bad news to Jake, which was very cringy and sad.
I think she really likes him.
I think, Jake's growing on her.
You think, is this
Doesn't like
relationship
him?
happening?
I think that she likes him.
I think she does now. I think at first she wanted something for herself, which was being a producer and trying to get her acting career together. But I think spending time with Jake, she's spending time with somebody a little bit different, I guess, than she's normally around. And I think she's starting to like him. So that's why the news affected her a little bit when, they wanted to get rid of him, because she's like, no, I actually like him and he did a really good job. But I think she's in a really tough place because she's trying to get her acting career back. And she knows that she's a producer of this film. And she has all these people like, you have to do it. Or her ex Rachel, like, I won't be a part of it unless this new screenwriter is a part of it. So, I don't know. I think she really does like Jake.
I think she likes him, but I think it's because she knows deep down that he's emotionally unavailable. Because she herself is emotionally unavailable, and every time she's in some sort of relationship, the person she's in a relationship seems to want it more than she does. But this is the first time that she knows he's in love with Paige, and she knows even his script was actually about Paige. And so her pursuing him, she's doing so knowing that she'll never actually be able to have him.
Alexis always looks sad. She does.
I love that breakdown, Renee. And also,
good.
Renee has a dating blog for a reason. She gets it.
Always has the insight.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, and also Jake overhears that he gets fired in the worst way. He hears it, in Alexis telling Paige in his own home.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Right? I'm like, okay.
He's gonna take her to Nobu? Man, I love Nobu. I'll go with you, Jake.
Oh, Jake needs a manager. Actually, Paige needs a manager, and Tangi needs a manager.
Yeah.
Wait, does Paige not even have an agent or manager?
She has an agent that's like sending her around town for scripts, but we never meet them. But a manager is someone who's supposed to like guide you and protect you against like legal things, like for your own best interests. Like these young people, I was gonna say these kids, but they're in college, whatever. Like kids. they're getting abused, kind of. Yeah. Jake is getting screwed over. Tangi is lost completely.
Yeah.
With her momager always trying to hurt her.
She's living the Michael Jackson life.
Yeah.
For real, though.
No one's looking out for her.
No.
Jordan.
They all need an Adam, is what I'm saying.
Everyone needs an Adam in their life. And everyone needs to read their contracts as well.
I would love if, like, everybody came to Adam for, like, the help.
Like
the ongoing bit.
Yeah. He's like the Zen. Yeah. You guys didn't watch Home Improvement, did you?
Yes.
I want to be like
Wilson.
Wilson with the,
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Adam is the Wilson of Famous in Love because he's the only one that we can trust time and time
It's
again.
the only one who makes sense.
Because Jake apparently is about to decide to be a PA in Texas.
Yeah.
I cannot. Okay, I'm sorry one terrible thing happened to you, Jake, but now you're like, there's nothing in this city for me. I'm gonna quit film school. I'm upset. I'm leaving. And then literally that night he leaves.
Well, I think it's all about perspective for all of these characters. I mean, he could either say, wow, my writing was good enough for someone to pick it up, let me keep trying, or wow, my writing was great, let me just quit and move completely backwards and go back to Texas. And same with Cassie, her perspective could have been, okay, my best friend has an in, she's giving me an in, I could use this to my advantage and utilize my resources, or I could be a complete baby, turn it down, and continue to be a topless maid where I'm just gonna reach a dead end,
Like, also, they say never make decisions when you're upset or when you're too happy. So, maybe this is what they're talking about. Like, don't spontaneously move to Austin, Texas for a PA job when you just realize you're so talented that that you can sell a script.
Right.
Like that should be a big accomplishment itself. Like, I'm sorry you can't be in the project, and I'm sorry it didn't work out the first time around, but this is the first time you've been anywhere close to achieving your goals.
And he's leaving his connections too. By the
Like-
way, his movie star roommate.
What
Yeah,
are
I know.
you
BT dubs.
doing?
I know.
Who offers to help, but I think Cassie and Jake, they get so offended that Paige is just trying to help.
They're so
Paige
sensitive.
offered to attach herself to his script.
This is Los Angeles.
Could you wish for anything better as a writer?
But actually, it's all about networking, making
Yeah.
connections. Hey, guess what? Hey, Jake, Cassandra, this is what they're talking about.
I really think the three of them need to regroup and literally sit down and take their pride away and just like Paige needs to sit them down and be like, look, I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I'm your friend. I want to help the both of you because I'm now in this position where I can actually help the two of you and the three of us can actually win and do great things in Los Angeles. Like I just want them all to just come together and just communicate with each other.
What?
Paige has already done enough, though. She's already been so helpful. It's like these two need to stop. Like, Paige is always like, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to help. Da-da-da. And they're like, oh my God, Paige, stop trying to help us and make our lives easier. We're going to go complicate things. We'll be right back.
Well, isn't it interesting? Like the best thing that happened to one of them, like the best thing possible, is like the worst thing that happened to all three of them.
That's true.
Isn't that weird?
Because Paige, she says, she's like, would you give this all up just to go back to, being a student to Jake? And he's like, I actually would. So I'm like, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying about with Cassie is like they just want to suffer.
Yeah.
They really do just want to suffer.
Yeah.
They want to earn it, and it's like, but
But you have, it's like,
Yeah,
It's
don't-
a
wouldn't you
theater
rather-
actor attitude, isn't it? Just kind of like, I haven't suffered enough for my art.
yeah. Well, it's also just not being ready for success.
Yeah.
You know, it's like success is not like once you're successful, then it's like easy road. It gets harder
There's
because
different problems.
yeah, and like you can go downhill from there, and like everything can devolve around you. So it's really hard to like maintain your success, especially when it's new.
right.
That new money.
New
As
money.
they say,
It goes
more
quick.
money, more problems.
The real,
More money, more problems.
the real underscore O underscore.
Don't forget those underscores.
Yeah. And some people I feel like just can't handle success or can't handle when good things happen to them. So like you said, like they have to suffer. They have to
Yeah.
do bad things because when it's
blow
good,
it up.
they're like, no. And this episode I was just so pissed off because I'm like, guys, just come together. The three of you could just be winning. Let Paige help. Let her use her connections, and the three of you, you're a screenwriter, you're an actress. You guys can make your own movie. Get Alexis the producer. I know we don't like her, but let's get it popping.
But they weren't ready. It's not their identity.
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
mean?
not.
They're not ready to be like the successful writer, the
True.
successful actress,
That's true.
the successful actress's friend.
Hopefully they all learn from this. It's like a learning experience. Like I hope that they learn something from this.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think, hopes that they learn something from this.
It's like a Barney episode. Like,
I did enjoy seeing No Good Nina come back in this episode. We see her. She opens up with my favorite line. I didn't see you on my schedule, Ida. I was like,
no
"Oh my
good Nina.
She's so scary. And then she fires and then rehires her assistant within the same breath because the actress that plays Nina is literally the best. And then we find out that her assistant has kind of been up to no good.
Little biatch.
It's a shady assistant.
It's so shady in Los Angeles. What's happening?
I know, it's like you're
Felt
not
bad
safe
for her.
anywhere.
No, you're not. Felt bad for her. I was like, damn, here's this girl struggling. She's
Your
an
text
assistant.
messages, like, oh God.
2 seconds later, she's backstabbing Nina. I'm like,
And we did find out that Jordan took a little bit of a backseat in this episode, but I feel like the next episode is going to be a lot about Jordan. He did just snag a Golden Globe nomination, which is pretty cool. I kind of don't believe that anything can happen in this show, so now I'm worried about him that something good is happening.
because now he picked up his mom's debt, and he did, which is ridiculous. I mean, it's not ridiculous because his mom took the blame for what he did, but it just sucks because now he's in this. I just feel like Jordan could never win, like ever.
He probably has no money left.
like
How do you have any money left?
Poor
Like,
Jordan.
He's got Tangy spending money on his credit card.
He's
his
buying for
mom,
everybody.
Like,
well, his
75,
his pimp Nina will take
100.
care of it. That's his pimp. She will take care of it.
Nina.
I
No
was
good
actually
Nina.
kind of surprised that Nina jumped back
gross.
up to try to protect him. I thought she would be sour that he's kind of
What do you mean?
not
I think
interested
it's
in-
coming. Don't sleep.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah, I
She
agree.
wants him back in her little like.
She was
to be
so
her little
supportive.
I'm here for you. Don't
Yeah.
worry. We're gonna
Almost
take care of
too
everything,
supportive.
Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's those you can't.
His sugar mama.
Nah, if it's good, be wary.
Yep.
Be wary.
Jordan, blink twice for help.
Poor Jordan.
We're worried about you.
Save Jordan.
As per usual, we're worried about you, Jordan. Yeah, and then we find out that Cassie is MIA at the end of the episode.
Always.
Oh, she's in San
Are we
Diego.
surprised?
Could anyone know where she is?
Oh, I think someone has eyes on her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah. It's a little.
Someone's keeping her safe.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got eyes on her.
Have you ever been a PA in real life?
No, but I mean, I love PAs. I hang out with them all the time.
Oh, shout out
Yeah.
to the PAs.
Anyone have
Yo,
eyes
shout
on
out to
Cassie?
PAs. They work hard.
Word.
They work
Yes,
hard.
they do.
I've been a PA.
Yeah,
and
me
Oh,
too.
you gotta-
Sweating my booty off.
You get yelled at.
outside.
You can't yell at anybody
Man.
else.
No,
Except
you
for
just have to be the bitch.
except for the PA in charge of extras. They always get, it's like a little bit of power and they can wield that.
Yes.
Get over there. What are you doing here?
But it's definitely a learning experience because I was a PA, now I'm a producer, so like now working with PAs,
Yeah.
I feel so bad now because I'm like, damn, I remember that time when I was yelled at. So I try my hardest when I went PAs. I'm like, are you guys okay? Because I think of like myself and all the other PAs because you do work hard like anybody else. You work hard, you succeed, and you get to the top. So shout out to the PAs.
Shout out to the PAs.
Shout out to the PAs.
Shout out to
This
PA
episode
Adam.
brought to you by the PAs.
Yeah, yeah.
Of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Word.
We do
Bringing
have some people in the
equipment to
chat
you.
saying that we actually have recognized you and loved you from a little show called Make It or Break It.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
That was a good show.
Yeah?
I like that show.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of like my first break.
That I also had a day player role on Make It or Break It. It was also my first acting role.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were not on the same episode together. I checked. I was like, what if we were like working on the same day? We weren't.
Were you in season 2?
I was in season 1.
Oh, 1. Nice. I was only in 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Make It or Break It.
Little
It's a good show.
gymnastic show.
Yeah, it's cool. I've been on a good chunk of shows with like followings that people are like, they love that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
That always makes me happy to see.
Yeah, that doesn't happen
They
with every
love
show.
that show.
They love that show. I mean, they're still talking about making a movie out of it. Like that's
Oh, wow.
still, yeah. They
Really?
Still,
That's dope.
yeah, not like you
Oh.
know anything official, but the
people that
creator,
be-
yeah, she wants it to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, people love that
Of
show.
Make It or Break It?
Uh huh.
Isn't that already a movie?
Nah.
There's no gymnastics movie called Make It or Break
No,
It.
you're thinking of Stick It.
Oh, yes, I am.
Stick it or kick it.
Stick it or
Same
kick it.
thing.
Yeah.
Former gymnast in
Yeah.
movies.
Make it or break it. I took the main character's V card.
Yeah, you did.
In
In
real
a
life?
tent.
And then-
No,
Classy.
not the main.
PA Adam prevails. No, I'm just kidding.
Not the main actress, the main character.
In real life?
we were getting the scoop.
like-
Yeah, right.
Inside scoop. You heard it here
Like you
first.
heard it
Wow.
first.
Really
here at AfterBuzz
honest.
TV.
I was already writing my press release. I'm just kidding.
Somebody's put it on the IMDb trivia.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for these 2 episodes. We have any
Wait, can we
closing
just say
thoughts?
my closing thought? Can we just say how Alan is on it because now he knows that Rainer's his son? Just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that moment of him finding out about did he actually do a DNA test or did he think about doing a DNA test?
No, he
took
went
his
into his
hair.
trailer and took his hair. He
Okay.
was gonna get sent back.
But he confronted Nina and he put all the puzzle pieces together and I like because they got right to it. Like they didn't wait like 3 episodes for him to get it.
Yeah.
He said to Nina, I know this is my son. Either you tell him or I'm gonna tell him. So I
But
thought
what
that was
sparked that idea in his head that he could be the father?
Because
That when
Just
they were
dawned upon
the
him?
The stunt.
this.
He said, Raina, you just turned 21. Raina's like, actually, no, I'm 23. And then he thought about it, and he's like, yeah, I'm 23 going on 24. And he's like, my dad was a stunt guy, and he worked on a movie with you. And then he thought about it, and he was like, wait, that's the time I had sex with Nina.
No good.
Wrong.
So
Okay,
Nina
no,
just, Nina just made up the stunt man that impregnated her?
Did
Yeah.
she?
I kind of expected when Alan said that he's like, I don't remember that guy. I kind of expected him to be like, that stuntman was gay. You're my child. Like I kind of expected a slightly
Right.
different reaction, but he's like,
She made up a whole person.
yeah.
It's interesting.
She probably
No
should
good
have.
I don't know.
Nina.
Those are the worst kind of people that just create a whole story out of nothing. Like
She's
when
a
you
good
just
producer.
create
Yeah.
some.
And a dad at that.
Yeah.
Not just like my friend. Like,
That's going the
your
extra
dad.
mile.
Your dad's not real.
So
I mean, but Alan did promise to leave his wife, and then 2 weeks later he fired Nina. Like, she was understandably upset.
I got that, but when a baby comes into it,
Yeah.
that's no longer just your decision to make.
yeah. I feel like either put it out there, and then if he says no or yes, then go about your business. But
Totally.
now there's a baby involved.
Yeah, the father does have the right to know, I guess.
Yep.
The child exists.
I'm just saying.
That's rough. Nina.
No
Nina.
She
good
was just
Nina.
getting back at him, I feel.
Would you say like
Punishing him.
50% of the show's problems are caused by Nina?
Yeah. Actually, yes. No
At
good
least.
Nina.
It always comes back around.
Yeah.
Jordan, Rena, Tangi.
Let's see. Who's the biggest
Nina.
problems? Nina and maybe like Alexis? Problem
I
starters?
wouldn't give Alexis that much credit. She can like bum you out for the day, but I don't think she really causes problems.
Okay.
It's mostly Nina.
And Jordan's mom.
And Jordan's mom.
And Jordan's mom.
And
Nina.
Tangi's mom.
It's all the moms.
All the moms.
They suck.
Hashtag moms are off the hook.
Interesting.
One cool interesting fact: PA Adam doesn't have a mom.
That's why he's the best. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, that's why he's the best.
That's why he ain't got no problems in this show.
Oh, but
Mother's Day's coming up.
last episode we were saying that we love that your character found the old award speech footage to show to
Oh
kids.
yeah, wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
That was so sweet.
Wasn't I so nice? Wasn't I?
Like the
That was a
best.
nice touch that
Wasn't I
you did.
Really amazing.
I'm just so romantic.
Hashtag
Gosh.
me. Oh me. Yeah, no, I thought that was a really nice touch.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
maybe also has more meaning if Adam doesn't
I'm
have a
telling
mom.
you, I'm just like my character's just the best. I
Adam
feel so
really is.
weird saying that, but it's true. I would say it if it was true about somebody else.
Well,
But
hopefully
it's
we can
not.
see
But
the
it's
about me.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, like Scream, I got to play the troublemaker. You know, like Jake was like the wild card, like the loud mouth, and this one I'm just like the
Getting
nice
killed.
guy, yeah.
The nice guy.
With the facial hair.
Yeah. Is this the first role that you've gotten to wear facial hair for?
That was the first role, yeah. And then I did 13 Reasons Why, and they were like, "Can you shave?" And I was like, "Nope." And they were like, "Oh, okay."
Really? They gave you the option?
What do you? No, they didn't. I mean, they couldn't because I was still shooting Famous in Love, so I couldn't shave.
I thought they were asking like.
Yeah, no, I shut
You're like,
their
"No, I'm
option
good."
down.
And you're
I
like,
was
"Nah."
I was like,
Nah, do that.
contractually, no, I can't. But yeah, no, and then I've kind of just been working like the Lifetime or the YouTube thing, like I did with the facial hair, and keeps on rolling.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Hashtag facial.
Did you have facial hair as the killer coach?
No, they wouldn't. Actually, I had this weird stubble. I looked so weird, like my hair was
I have
all
to go
like.
watch this now.
It was so weird.
I have to say this is the one I'm most curious to watch you
I
now.
know.
It's like-
Going home to
The
go look this up.
strangest thing.
Yeah, like I tried to play it like this like like he's like kind of nice but kind of not just total creep. That's the most off-putting thing. Is
Yeah.
You're just kind of like, ugh. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
You can't play it obvious.
Yeah, no, and especially it was funny that it was called like Breathless, and I was like, all right, cool, this project Breathless, and then I remember looking it up on IMDb and it said Killer Coach, and I was like, I don't kill anybody.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But it's Lifetime. Yeah, I know.
Like this
Lifetime's
Project Breathless. Look it back up. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Killer
okay.
Coach.
Oh, there's another one. I think it's gonna come out on Hallmark, for sure. Pixel. It's called Tomboy. It's coming out at some point this summer.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's like a baseball movie, and this girl who's a tomboy, and I'm also playing Adam, and I'm her best friend, and I love her, and she doesn't realize it. Stupid girl.
Stupid girl.
Stupid. Also the facial hair. Dude,
We'll
I'm
have to
telling you,
watch
it's
it.
just racking
Facial
up.
hair is
Yeah.
just.
I'm 27 now. I'm just, trying to be a man.
Yeah.
There's a reason why cultures back in the day, you put like men had facial hair. I read this article.
Facial hair is just
I read this whole
everything.
article about how actually it's kind of like men's antenna. Like it allows men to kind of like understand the world. Like it roots them into the reality of the world. And if they shave their face, they're kind of naked and
There's
open
a study
to
they did with
susceptible.
Native Americans, and if they cut their hair, they're more likely to get killed, like in hunting. Yeah,
Wow.
because they can't. There's like it's connected to their senses and their
It gives
facial hair. Like
it's like a tail.
Yeah.
I think all men should have facial hair. Like beard life. Hashtag beard life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always said like a mustache is like a man's grip on reality. Like it's their foothold. It's like lock right in there.
Guys, grow some facial hair.
I think this is the first time I've heard that. But
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
Hair antennas, guys. You heard it here.
I see what you did there.
I think that's it. Unless anybody else has any closing thoughts, I'm so grateful for you to visit us here. We only have one more episode left. You and the entire cast are obviously welcome back for any episode that you want to
Is
drop
there
by.
only 9? There's only 9 episodes?
There's
We do 2 episodes.
Oh, you're
each.
saying, right, this is
Yeah.
your next last
Yes.
episode. Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So yeah, and we will be back next Tuesday at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for those of you listening on the podcast, you guys can hear us anytime on iTunes, and it is free $99 for you guys. So you're welcome. Where can they find you on the internet, Tom?
Mad_in_love on the gram.
Sweet. And you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter and see my weird green hair on Instagram at Amber Plaster.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You can hit me up at The Real OG.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
You guys can follow me at Renee Ariel on Twitter and on Instagram, and check out my blog, sextingandthecity.com.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Later.
You know what I was going to say?
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.